Hey everybody, Bo here. Hey, check it out. I am upgrading our solar system, so I bought a new LiFePO battery, lithium phosphate. And I did a lot of research, and this is the company I went with. And I'm going to tell you why. So let's get into it. All right, before I get this out of the box, I did a lot of research, so I want to tell you why I went with this company, Super Empower. Number one, they're US based company. Number two, they ship out of the US. So that this was shipped out of California, came in a few days, so shipping was fairly fast. They give you a 5-year warranty, which is outstanding, and they also have a phone number for support and email for support 24/7. And did I mention reasonable prices? They weren't the cheapest and they weren't the most expensive, but the fact that this was a 314 amp hour and does have Bluetooth with an app, it was a no-brainer with a US company 5-year warranty. Let's unbox this. Ta-da! Okay, some things to know is, first off, this is waterproof. Certified IP67. Has 2 handles here. The weight on this comes in just a little under 60 pounds. Phenomenal for a battery of this capacity. 314 amp hours, which comes to 4,019 watt hours. And it does have 200 amp BMS protection. And what that does is it manages the whole battery, keeps it healthy, protects you from low temperatures. It'll shut the battery off. It'll do different things. It'll protect you from short circuits. So overall, it's a fantastic management system. Okay, it does include your posts, some caps, some lock washers, and of course, your manual. In the manual, there will be a QR code. You can just scan it and download the app, and then you can hook this up via Bluetooth, and you can see the charging and how much it's charged and the voltage and everything you really need to know. Okay, here's what the manual looks like. You can get the app right on the front from the QR code. I have blurred it out. I'd rather you get it from the company. The manual's easy to read, easy to follow, and has a lot of great information. Once you hit the QR code, this is what you will come up with. This is to download the app. Notice the green install button. That is the right button. Do not click on any of the other ones. Then you will get this screen, and you need to scroll down to the green install button you'll see on the right. So again, you need to scroll down to the green install button and then install it. Once you have it installed, this is what the app looks like. You want to look for the Bluetooth. Click on that and then search Bluetooth, and it will find your BMS. Once you do that, you can click on the status, and this is what you will see. So right now I have it in full sun 1 panel, and it's pulling in 1.46 amps. Now, I had the pleasure of interacting with customer service and support, and they were fantastic to work with. They assured me that the technical team is going to work on making the app download process a little bit easier. All right, back to the garage. 5-year warranty, over 10-year lifespan. And what's great about this is you can expand it to 4 batteries. So you could add 3 additional batteries. And that is over 16,000 watt hours. So imagine what you could power for that. For us, we just have a refrigerator, lights, fan, water pump, and that's about it. I'm not expecting to power a heater with this, but it'll be exciting to get it charged and get it hooked up to our solar, and away we go. So far I'm really impressed. I love the packaging. I love the way it looks. It's clean, and man, 314 amp hours. So you add 2 of these, you would have over 600 amp hours. That's a good battery bank. So I'm hoping for us this will work. If not, I may have to expand one more. Another thing I love about this company is they do have a wall charger. So my plan is I'm going to hook it up, buy one of those, put a wall charger on it, and then when we have shore power, I can charge it that way as well, so you don't have to worry about solely on the sun. So just, you always want to have a backup if you can, mainly for that refrigerator. But from what I understand, a refrigerator will last a few days on this. So with recharging, that'll last forever. So far, so good.
Now, I got this battery, and I put it on the panel, solar panel, on March 4th. And it came in at 39%. Now I'm going to go over the app. The app's really simple. This is a screenshot from March 4th. Notice the voltage. We have the current on top. Okay, and then when we go down below that, the SOC, state of charge, 39, state of health, 100%, remaining capacity. And this is how you can tell if it's charging, because that number will constantly update every few minutes. And then it's showing the capacity all the way on the right, full capacity at 328, which is more than 314. And that's basically most of what you need to know: maximum voltage, minimum voltage, the difference. And then the other thing I love is cycles. And this battery is rated over 15,000 cycles. So that's a lot of cycles. And then down below you have your cells, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the other thing you need to do is look at the bottom. We are in the status screen, and you'll see it's red. But if you go all the way at the bottom, you'll see status. If you go all the way to the bottom to the right, you see Bluetooth. You want to click on the Bluetooth and then click on search Bluetooth, and then you'll see your battery come up. Click on the battery, and then it'll turn, you'll see a little green dot, and then go back to the status on the bottom again, and you'll get this screen, and you'll watch it go from 0 and then update to whatever your current status is. Now I'm going to show you from March 4th till today, which is March 22nd. Okay, so this is the updated from today. I just took it a little bit ago. Usually brings in over 1 amp, but it's only bringing in 95 on the amps, as you can see. And it is at 62% after 18 days with a 100 watt solar panel. And granted, this is an older solar panel. I've had it for 7 years or so. State of charge, 62%. State of health, 100%. And then you can see I'm at 202.50 micro amp hours. And full capacity shows 328.070 micro amp hours, which is really 328 amp hours, which is pretty good. So now we're going to go to the next phase. So 18 days it took, and I'm only getting 1 amp plus for a couple hours, maybe a few hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. On to the next phase. So the next phase is going to be charging this to 100%. It took that long with a 100 watt panel. So now we're going to hook it up to an AC charger, a 20 amp AC charger by Super Empower. Hey, also I do want to give full disclosure. I had some interactions with Super Empower after I bought my battery, and when I was downloading the app, I was having some issues, and I was giving them my feedback on my experience. I did tell them I was making a video about them, and they were nice enough to send me the charger to check out and to try out and to test out. So thank you to Super Empower for sending this to me. I am so excited to put it to work. This is a 20 amp, and it will charge a 100 amp battery in 5 hours. 210 and 315. Very well built. You can mount it directly to the wall. Has a little handle, has a little fan, and a couple things you need to know is the cord. The cord that goes to the plug, the AC part, is 3.5 feet long. And then you have the cord that goes to the battery. From the unit itself to the battery is 5.5 feet long. Has a nice connector. I like that it has a pull handle. So that just makes it so much easier to pull these apart and put together. They click right in. But what a great companion product. You should always have more than one way to charge your batteries. So if you do have some cloudy days and you happen to have AC power, boom, you can get charged back up. Be nice to also be able to hook it up to your vehicle as well and charge that when you're going down the road. But in a lot of scenarios, you could take a battery, you could take a charger, and you could simply just use it for a backup system to maybe run your refrigerator if the power goes out, or just emergency power when you need it. So we're going to get this hooked up, and let's see how long it takes to charge from 62%, which took me 18 days, to 100%. Now, also bear in mind, when you do buy a lithium battery, you got to charge it up all the way before you start using it. Let's do it. Okay, gang, here is my installation. Got it going there to there. Then I have the charger going up. I have it mounted right here. It's pretty quiet for a charger. That's the fan. I don't know if you can hear it. And there is your indicator. I put it on the front there. I had to put a little extension cord on this because I was just like 2 inches short. 4 feet would have worked. Anyway, there you have it. Now we're going to take a look at the app, see what's going on. All right, right now it is 5:25, so 63%. We'll see how fast this goes. This is exciting. I am loving it. All right, let's do a little recap on this. We started off at 39% when I got the battery. I put it on a 100-watt panel that was only bringing in peak times about 1.46 amps. After 18 days, it got up to 63%. So it took 18 days to get up to 63%. I got the charger. At this point, I put the charger on, and you can see it's bringing in 19.77 amps. And that was at 5:30 p.m. And then an hour later, it jumped up to 76%. And I may have a light on, so it's showing the amperage a little bit less, 19.09 amps. And then at 8:08, pretty much, 3 hours, less than 3 hours later, it hit 100%. And at that point, what happens is the charger just shuts down. So it only took 3 hours to go from 63% to 100%. That's pretty amazing. I think this is a must-have in your toolbox. You know, it gives you that other way to charge up your batteries. So overall, I'm very, very pleased with it. Now, I do want to tell you the next day, I went and hooked up the solar to it just to see what the solar panel and what it looked like. And it pretty much, the charger stayed off and it let the solar panel charge. So it is a smart charger. It has all kinds of battery management and protection in it. All right, well, that's it from here. Till next time, this is Bo. See ya!